guys, today's video is going to be about body image and self-love. When I think of body image, I think of how you see yourself and how you think other people perceive and see you. So there's multiple ways you could view yourself, obviously, positive and negative. There's a big old wide scale. From a positive to a negative point, I would put myself right now probably somewhere in the middle. I'm not quite to a really positive place yet, but I'm much better than I was. Up until even a few months ago, have always been really negative about the way I looked. And I've always been a chubbier girl, but even when I was smaller than what I was before I lost weight, I was still really negative about how I looked and how I thought other people saw me. So, like in school, I was probably around 175 pounds, like through high school. I started gaining weight my senior year, and at my highest last year I weighed around 240. Right now I'm somewhere between 195 and 200. It's like just a daily thing for me. I'm somewhere in between those 5 pounds because I don't have I have kind of a lot going on with different stuff right now, so I don't really have the motivation to do as well as I should be doing with getting that last little bit of weight that I'd like to lose off. But going back to school, like I said, I was always chubby, but I wasn't like really fat, even though I thought I was, especially when I had friends in school, like even from 5th grade. My friends have always been smaller than me. They weren't super skinny girls, but they were always sizes smaller than me, and so that always made me feel fat and bad about myself. I always thought that if I lost weight, that I would be a happier person, and it would bring about this like super confidence that I'd never had, and then I'd be a really positive, peppy person. Obviously that hasn't happened. I would like to get to a point to where that could happen, but it hasn't yet. It's weird, I have these small little wow moments where I'll put on clothes from last year that I would have worn when I was 40 pounds heavier, and they'll be falling off. My jeans or a shirt will fit completely differently, and little moments like that, I'm like, wow, that is really awesome. I'm different, and I'm better, and I have a better shape, and so those small moments are awesome and they make me feel good. But for the most part, I still see that person I was a year ago. I still see big old rolls and fat and kind of grossness, and I hate to describe myself that way because I know I shouldn't, but I can't help it. It's just how I've always thought about myself. So that's what's in my mind, and so that's how I see it. And like I said, I always thought that if I lost this weight, I would gain this super confidence and I would be this really positive person, but I'm not. Um, yeah. So I guess losing weight has taught me something. It's taught me that if you're not happy with the size that you are, you're never going to be happy. So if you're 300 pounds or 120 pounds, if you're not happy with yourself and who you are, um, whether you lose weight or you gain weight or whatever, you're never going to be happy. So you have to learn to accept yourself as you are before you can be happy with any way that you are. I don't know if that makes sense. I just feel like I talked in a circle. Anyways, that brings me to self-love. Where I was and where I am. It's a lot like body image. I'm better now than I was, but I'm still not where I'd like to be. I, for a long time, had, I would say, no self-love at all. And because of that, I was really self-conscious, self-conscious. I hate that word. I can never say it right. Self-conscious. Okay. I felt badly about myself. But I didn't like to take compliments. I still don't take them well. I know. And I was really negative towards myself. It was almost to a point of self-hate. And it wasn't ever a physical thing to where I was like injuring myself or starving myself or anything like that. It was more of a mental or emotional like beat up of myself inside my head, and I would plant these negative thoughts and make myself feel like I wasn't good enough for my friends or my family or whatever relationship that I was being a part of. And so it was really frustrating for me and probably for those around me. I don't know, I think I'd probably hid it well because no one ever said anything to me about it. But I was constantly, even if I was just sitting still somewhere, constantly trying to figure out what other people were thinking about me and what they would be saying about me, especially if I said anything. I was always really aware of what I would be saying to people. I would think about it, and I still do that a lot. I would sit and think, well, if I say this, then they'll think this, or if I do that, then they'll think this. And so I didn't want to be this stupid fat girl. That was always a fear of mine. I just wanted to be considered normal. So what I thought other people thought of me, it was never a narcissistic type, like self-absorbed problem. It was I just want to be normal and considered one of you guys type thing. And so I never felt like I was, no matter how many times I was included or talked to or whatever. And I was really shy in school because of that, because I didn't want to be labeled the uncool fat person. So I just kind of just kept my mouth shut and didn't say a whole bunch of anything, which probably hurt me more than anything, because I probably could have made a lot more friends than I did. And yeah, well, I guess that's over. Like I said, I didn't take compliments. People still try to give me compliments now because I've lost this weight, and I don't absorb them and take them in seriously or thank them enough for them. I just kind of brush them off and say, oh, thanks. But I am slowly learning to accept them and truly be grateful towards people for saying nice things about me. It's just really hard to still see myself in a positive way because of different things that have happened in my past that I might go over in some other video or something. I take any kind of negativity as a rejection. And it doesn't really matter how big of a negative comment or reaction or whatever it is that it is. I just take it as rejection, and I don't want to be rejected by anybody. I have a really big problem with that. I don't want to be disliked. I mean, no one wants to be disliked, obviously, but I have a really big problem with it. And I just have a problem with rejection. I just keep saying I have a problem. A lot. I'm sorry. I don't have a problem with is rambling. I'm trying to do better with that stuff, and I've had a lot of support with the weight loss that I've had from my family and a few of my close friends. I don't have too many friends because I've changed jobs and all that, and so it's hard to get together with people, but and especially my boyfriend Cody. He has helped me probably more than he realizes. We've been together for 5 years. It's almost 5 years. And so ever since I was a senior, and he has always loved me and supported me and made me feel beautiful. It doesn't matter what size it was or how I felt about myself. He was always there for me, and I don't think he realizes how much he helped me, and still helps me even now, but he did. And there was a lot of times that I didn't even want to feel pretty, but he somehow made me feel pretty. And so I owe a lot of the confidence that I have now, as small as that may be, to him and his support and his love and his understanding of how I feel. And I can't thank him enough for it. I really don't know that he realizes how much he helped me, but he has. And, alright, so before I start all cryy and mushy on you guys, I'm gonna, I guess, just wrap up. Do not self-hate. No matter where you are in your life, no matter what you look like, you can always be better. I know that. And I don't mean being smaller or gaining weight or whatever is going to make you a better person. What I mean is emotionally, you can always be better. And so you can't self-hate. Negative thoughts are going to be normal. Most people, I think, have negative thoughts about themselves every once in a while, but it can't be to a point to where you are harming yourself in some way, whether that be physical, mental, or emotionally. And so you have to love yourself no matter what. And when you get to a point to where you love yourself even at a size you don't love, then you can change yourself in a healthy way. When you are, say, a bigger person and you don't like yourself that size because you're comparing yourself to other people around you or society, and their norms of being skinny and thin, and you want to lose weight to become more like someone else, that's when it's a negative and an unhealthy way to get better. When you love yourself and you accept yourself as you are, and your flaws included, and you want to lose weight and better yourself, just to be healthier, that's when it's a good thing. So, I'm getting to a point to where I am loving myself, not all of it, but I'm learning slowly, but I'm getting there. It's gonna take a while, or else I wouldn't need to do a channel or anything like this. I'm always up for people to talk to about these types of situations. So if that's anybody out there and you want to talk about weight loss and all that stuff with me, feel free. Sorry for all the rambling and stuff in this video. I hope it was entertaining. If you all have any ideas on what you'd like to see next in another video, either along the same lines as this or just something completely random, as long as it's not singing and it's not dancing, because I don't do either one of those. But yeah, I guess that's it for today. Bye guys.